We have a lot of work to do this tier list. This is an AEW tier list. This is the 2020 AEW tier list. I've watched everything from 2020. So I've watched all the Dynamites, all the pay-per-views. I'm good here. I have some authority to speak. All right, we have to have, like, what's the best? What is the best? I think we'll just put Kenny Omega. The Kenny Omega tier, is that biased? If I just name the top tier Kenny Omega, is that tipping my hand too much? If I do that? Okay, let's back that down. Let's back that down. Let's not just name the top tier Kenny Omega. Let's the MJF tier. Also, all right, look. The best bout machines, okay? We'll back it down to the best bout machines. These are the guys, the top tier are the guys that when they're having a match or when they're on the mic, I'm going to say match or mic, I put down the shit I'm doing and I watch. Like no matter what the fuck is going on, I say, oh shit, no, put down the fucking, cell phone video games. Yo, kid, shut the fuck up. Something's going on here. I got to watch this shit. Okay, that is the best bout machines. All right, what is underneath that? I'm not sure if the next... I know one of these tiers is going to be worker. Just straight up worker, right? They're a worker. I don't know if you know this, but in wrestling, if there's a worker, that means that they don't hurt people. They're good wrestlers. They always get the crowd going. They're a worker, right? Is that underneath best? There's best bout machine, and then there's like worker. Orange Cassidy does have some great mic skills. Worker should be middle. Okay, we have to get this right, people. You got to help me. Everybody stay in here. All 88 of you. You can't fucking leave. We have to get this right. Even if you don't know wrestling, you got to get this right with me. We got to make this perfect. There's no good source on the internet for this. I looked. Oh, Matt Hardy's good too. All right, so worker's middle. All right, I agree with that. Worker is middle. So worker, and then above that, what's above? And why is this color wrong? I need this color to be different. That's like that. And then this is like, they got these colors all fucked. Here, make that yellow. These are all fucking weird. Don't fuck with my colors. Why are the green ones at the bottom? Why green is bad? I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening here. All right, that's better now. At least there's some... Now the colors are different. All right, so what is above worker? All right, so we have best bout machines, top guys. I'm always putting my shit down and watching that. Yeah, jobber's definitely going to be on here. What's above worker, but not quite best bout machine? Professional. I don't know. Worker is a professional. It's on a scale of like a work. I'm going to try to think about it in the way I watch wrestling, right? Because I think we all watch wrestling the same way. We don't just sit there for 2 hours or whatever it is, or if it's a pay-per-view, fucking 5 hours or whatever it is, and just like glued to the screen the whole fucking time. I mean, maybe some of us do if you're like fucking insane, but I think we're like kind of like, talking to people while they're looking at our phones. I know most of us in this room are looking at our fucking phones and shit, fucking around. And then, the bout machine is on, that's my fucking guy. The best is kind of good. And then best, I don't know. There's like, what's Hall of Fame? HOF, Hall of Famer. That's not bad. Legend. Worker, legend, best bout machine. Is a best bout machine bigger than an absolute fucking legend? I don't know. Maybe absolute fucking legend is the top. I think maybe best bout machine isn't the actual top. Because the best bout machine doesn't necessarily mean you're an absolute fucking legend. All right, I think fucking legend. Because it's not necessary that your matches are the best to get you into the top. You could be a fucking legend. And your matches could suck. And I think that makes you more important. That makes you better in my mind. Contender. So worker's right underneath here. Contender. Contender right before worker. And then finally at the bottom we have jobber. All right, is that good? Jobber, contender, worker, best battle machine, fucking legend. Does that describe our layers of AEW wrestler? Is that going to get us where we need to be? I think my only bone of contention is best battle machine and fucking legend different enough? Criteria is, how we react when they're on the screen. If we're watching wrestling and it's a jobber, I'm going to go to the bathroom. That's when I'm going to go make myself a snack. I'm going to go get myself a beverage. If someone's talking to me, I might mute the TV. Who gives a shit? It's a fucking jobber. If it's a contender, I'm kind of like moderately interested. They're wrestling. I might glance over and make sure something's happening. I'm probably going to fast forward through the match just to see if the ending is interesting or whatever. No, worker's a high praise term. Worker is a high praise term. No, contender is not. Worker is like one of the best things if you're a wrestler and you tell another wrestler, hey man, that guy's a worker, that's like one of the nicest fucking things another wrestler can say about another wrestler. So it's definitely higher than contender. You can't swap worker and contender. Contender's like, I could have been a contender. It's like I has been. It's like maybe might someday be a worker. All right, when we see a worker on the screen, we know the match is going to be good. We might not be emotionally invested in it, but we know the match is going to be solid. There's not going to be botches. It's going to be well played. If they get on the mic, it's going to be a decent promo. It's going to be entertaining. We might skip it if we're just really not feeling it. But, it's quality. You can't say it's shit. I'd say most of the wrestlers in AEW are going to fit into that worker category. That's going to get to be a crowded fucking category in my opinion. But we'll see. Okay. And then Best Bout Machine, every fucking time they come on, you're watching that. That's an excellent no skip. If you're busy, you're going to watch it later. It's always good. You might watch it again. That's good stuff. And then fucking legend is like, you will seek it out. A fucking legend. I would put Kenny Omega in the fucking legend. I mean, I'm already tipping my hat. Fuck, man. So like right off the bat, just to explain fucking legend, I have to put Kenny Omega in there to explain my feelings about Kenny Omega. Where the fuck is Kenny Omega? I'm just breaking out. Where are you, Kenny? See, I need to go in order here so I don't get just stun locked looking for a certain wrestler. But I think everybody, there he is. I think everybody already knows my feelings on Kenny Omega, and he's a fucking legend. And why I would call him a fucking legend is because I seek out his shit. I follow him to other, I see that he's wrestling in AAA Lucha, and I fucking look up AAA Lucha and I watch the match. I see him wrestle and I go, oh fuck, I gotta go watch the matches from fucking Japan. And those are fucking amazing. Like, I'll follow him around. I'll say, this is a fucking legend. I have to consume everything this guy's ever fucking done. Like, that's more than a Best Bout Machine, which is like his moniker. But he's surpassed it. Fucking legend. You'll go watch him in other places, which I think a lot of the people on this list will obtain, because a lot of these wrestlers you can follow outside of AEW. I don't know. I mean, I think tag teams were going to lump together. You're getting ahead of me. But okay, Kenny Omega's, and maybe Kenny Omega's not a legend for you, is for me, kind of got me, that's what got me into AEW. I've watched the matches in Japan, and I said, holy shit, this guy's wrestling now in America? Fuck it, AEW must be amazing, and it is. It's fucking amazing. If you haven't gotten into AEW, goddamn, go check out AEW. There's some good wrestlers. Let's find out how many good wrestlers are in AEW. All right, let's get into it. All right, I think we have this. All right. I don't know, Lucha. All right, we got some interesting stuff happening here. All right. I think we can just kind of go through the list the way it is. I don't want to hunt around here too much. Kenny Omega, fucking legend for me. Don't sleep on AEW. AEW's good shit. I liked it so much, I went back to 2019 and started watching every pay-per-view, every episode that they ever did, and it was all worth it. AEW in 2019 is insanely good. Drops off in 2020. Which is what we're looking at now. Yeah, AEW got I like how these happen. Did you type these at the same fucking time? You absolute legends. All right, you guys have to like hook up and go get a drink now. Like, I think that's what happens. You share the same hive mind. The Heartgrave chat room is... I don't know. We got to get into it. All right. We want to know where these wrestlers are now. We have our rules established. It was actually scary. Chat is like, we are all of the same mind. This is good. We're going to get this right. God damn it. We have to get this right. We have to give the people what they want. All right. Here we go. Adam Page. Adam Page is really good. Adam Page is really good. Adam Page instantly goes into worker. Instantly. I'm hesitant on Adam Page. This is, now, let me make this clear. Let me make this fucking clear. This is 2020 rules. 2020 rules. Yes, thank you. Thank you. 2020, not 2021 Adam Page. Understand I'm not there yet. I'm still catching up. I just watched the Moxley, no, not Moxley, Jericho and Nick fucking Gage match. So that's where I'm at. I think that's July of 2021. So I'm not there yet. I have watched all of 2020, so that's what I can speak about. I will come back at the end of 2021 and we will re-rank this and see where people move. 2020 Adam Page is a worker. Yes. He showed, I'm hesitant. I'd skip some of his matches. In 2020, I wouldn't fast forward. I knew it was going to be a good match. I knew it was going to be well performed. I didn't quite drop all my shit and watch it. I'm not watching anything live right now. I want to get there naturally. I thought about cutting the line and watching the last, I think it was Full Gear. I thought about watching Full Gear 2021 out of order. But then I was like, no, I'm just not ready for Kenny Omega to drop the belt. Kenny Omega is still my champion right now. And I'm not ready for that to end. Although he's hurt. It's like clear when I watch wrestling, when I watch 2020 and I see Kenny Omega, that he's working hurt. It's like so fucking apparent. You could see it happen before he got the belts, that like he was getting all the fucking like cup therapy. Like constantly, like every night his back was covered in fucking circles and shit. It was like, oh, Kenny Omega's fucked up. But that's a tough motherfucker because he worked hurt like the entirety of 2020. Like all of 2020, Kenny Omega was fucked up. Yeah, just fucked up. Back, neck, shoulders, everything. Just fucked up. Seriously fucked up. All right. Some of these wrestlers, I don't know because I didn't watch Dark. So we're going to leave off a lot of wrestlers that are on Dark. We'll get some of it in here. All right, we have the Bunny. I have seen enough of the Bunny. And in 2020, she's getting a little better in 2021. But yo, in 2020, the Bunny's a jobber. Straight up, Bunny's a jobber. We all know it. I think she's cool. I know she does like content online. Jobber 100%. Jobber 100%. I think, I don't know the name of the tag team, but I know these guys. Who knows these guys? The guys in green, the green guys, they're contenders. I've seen them do some shit, but I don't really watch the matches though. It's like I see them come on, I'm like, yeah, respect. They got some shit going on. They're not jobbers. Yeah, I gotta actually watch that one. I did not watch. I did see that Kenny Omega went to that chiropractor guy who does the crazy adjustments. We should watch that. Angelo? I don't know. Hybrid 2. Thank you. Hybrid 2. One of the hybrid two. I'm gonna say contender. It might be a little botchy. I don't know. I haven't seen Austin Gunn enough. That's Billy Gunn's kid. And I haven't seen Awesome Kong at all. Awesome Kong isn't Nyla Rose. That's a different wrestler. Now I'm confused. Who's Awesome Kong? Kong's retired now? Okay, so it's not... I just a little picture for me, so it looked like Nyla Rose, but it's not Nyla Rose. Okay. Awesome Kong's retired. I like I said, I don't really watch Dark, so I missed a lot of that. I haven't seen a lot of these. Look, I didn't see much of Brandy Rhodes, but we all know she's not a wrestler. She's a jobber. I don't even know if she belongs on she's not even a wrestler. She doesn't even belong on there. Sorry, Brandy Rhodes, you don't even belong on the fucking list. Straight up. Brandon Cutler. Brandon Cutler's in jobber, isn't he? He's been in the ring. He did a lot. I mean, he's more on the outside of the ring in 2021, but I think he earned that spot to not be in the ring by his unexciting antics inside of the ring. All right, we got an interesting one now. We have an interesting one now. I think this is going to spark off some debate. We're talking about Brit Baker. We're definitely moving her to worker right now. I think her best work was in 2021. I think 2020 Brit Baker's worker. I think the debate comes about what happens in 2021. Jesus Christ, in 2021? Holy shit. Brit Baker does some, it just rises right the fuck from worker. I'm going to say in 2021, not to tip my hand already for a list that I'm not going to make for a few months. She's a fucking legend. She went fucking legend in a hurry. I can't, in 2020, I might not watch a Brit Baker match. But yeah, in 2021, she's a fucking legend. It's insane. I would have never have thought it. I think Adam Page goes to Best Bout Machine. But Brit Baker just goes right to fucking legend. I've never seen anything like it. But in 2020, she's a worker. But holy shit, it blows my fucking mind. Brodie Lee. Out of respect, everybody wants to put Brodie Lee up in legend. Everybody wants to put Brodie Lee in legend. I know everybody, nobody here wants to downgrade him. And I want to put him up there too. He was very fascinating to watch. He didn't get enough time in AEW. It's a goddamn crime that he didn't get enough time in AEW. It's tragic. It is horribly tragic. I'm going to say, and I'm only judging them on their performance in AEW, by the way. I'm going to say that even without him being around, he was legendary. People talking about Brodie Lee after his passing was something I would not turn away from. Fucking legend. Absolutely. What happened to the Dark Order after his passing? It was phenomenal. Everything they did, amazing. I've never seen it handled so well. We've seen wrestlers pass on before, and we've seen it happen in WWE, and nothing to this magnitude happened. What happens in AEW? The stable that he was a part of was elevated to fucking legend status, and the utmost respect was shown to him for, I think it's still going on today. Are people, I'm still watching, I'm well into 2021, and people are still remarking that Brodie Lee was the fucking man and giving respect to him to this day. I wouldn't be surprised if that carries on till the end of time and that people never stop talking about Brodie Lee, which is unbelievable. Unfucking believable. That's really awesome that CM Punk saw how they dealt with it. Yeah, it blew me away. I've never seen anything like that in wrestling or really anywhere else. A company have so much respect for a worker that has passed. Fucking legend. All right, Jericho. God, Jericho's tricky. Oh, that's so cool that his kid's still around. Oh my God, it's so awesome. Legend. Jericho. All right. Definitely worker. I got a lot of legends in here. A lot of people saying legend on Jericho. Oh, man. I haven't personally followed him around, but I can see doing it. Thank you. I could see following Jericho around. And I might. I would. Yeah, legend. All right, legend. So I just had to debate it. I don't know. I guess I've watched every fucking match. He won me over. I never watched. Look, hand up. All right, there's some people say, look, maybe you're kind of with me. He's not quite up there. Are we seeking it out? Talking about 2020 Jericho. 2021 Jericho, I think I'm at the point where I'm going to call him a fucking legend. His match with Nick fucking Gage, he took on Nick fucking Gage. How are you not a fucking legend after you stare down Nick Gage and you're like, yeah, I'll do this match? That's legend. But I don't know if he achieved legendary status for me or in AEW until he actually stared down Nick Gage and did it. Like, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Best bout machine. Yeah, I know a lot of people sought out AEW when they heard Jericho, but I'm talking about his work inside. I think that Jericho, if you watched him in WWE, was already a legend coming in. But I don't think his work, I don't know, man. A little bit of the bubbly. A little bit of the bubbly. That's kind of legendary. Fuck it, it's legendary. It's legendary. Just for a little bit of the bubbly. A little bit of the bubbly. When he's doing the promo outside in the hot tub and he's like talking to the fucking drone, this is legendary. Talking about little baby. Yeah, his crowd sings his song. Yeah, no, he's legendary. He's legendary. I'm sorry I ever doubted it. Oh God, I feel horrible. I feel horrible. I'm sorry, Jericho. Of course you're legendary. There's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, the only thing is I know, I'm sorry, the in-ring skills. Okay, the in-ring skills have definitely faded with time. And in AEW, maybe he's not his top physically. He's over 50. I know, he's a fucking legend. I'm sorry. I'm just being too fucking critical. I mean, on the strength of his outside ring work, and on the strength of his pull as an entertainer, and his promos are you don't ever turn off the TV when there's a fucking Jericho promo. Nobody walks away from a Jericho promo. Jericho promos are the reason why we watch AEW. Hands fucking down, I wouldn't even still be watching AEW if Jericho didn't cut promos. Come on, we all know it. Fucking legend. Okay, moving on. Sorry we ever doubted you. His in-ring work in AEW is on the cusp, but his work outside of the ring is legendary status. Always. Nothing has dropped there. Chuck Taylor, the best friends. Chuck Taylor. Is that contender? I think he's just contender. I want Chuck Taylor to be better. But yeah, I gotta say contender. We gotta say contender. I want him to be better. I really want him to be better. But he's not. I'm sorry, Chuck. I really like him. All right. Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels rough. We got to give him worker status. Worker. I see worker for Christopher Daniels. I believe worker. Worker. Guy's a worker. Stand-up guy. Worker. I feel confident about that. Cody. Oh, God, Cody's contentious. Cody's a rough one. When we come to Cody, things get weird. Best bout machine feels right. I'm loving this room tonight. But is he, though? Maybe I got to play devil's advocate. Is he, though? I do always watch. That's the thing. And he's holding himself back from being a legend. Cody should be a legend. But he's not doing what he's not giving the people what they want. If Cody actually turned heel in 2020, I believe he would be a fucking legend. He's on the cusp between worker and best bout machine. I almost believe that. It's not quite hidden. I'm going to give him best bout machine because I don't have any and the category's open and it seems to make sense. And some of the shit that he's done has been must-see TV. Like, some of his matches are undeniably amazing. I mean, Cody is the face of AEW. And yeah, he's definitely the best bout machine. You know what? You got to give it up to Cody. You got to give it up to Cody. Because if you put one of these contenders in the ring with Cody, Cody's going to give you a good match. You could put fucking Brandon Cutler in the ring with Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes will give you a good match. He's like Ric Flair good. In the ring, his in-ring skills, he's Ric Flair good. I'm going to say that about Cody. Maybe not as good as Ric Flair's ever been, but that reputation is what Cody's going to have at the end of the day. He's gonna always deliver a good match. He would make Cutler look like $1 million, which has got to be hard to do. Sorry, Cutler. I bet I would like hanging out with Brandon Cutler more than I would like hanging out with Cody. Let's just say that. You don't think Ric Flair is good, Tiger King? Holy shit. I didn't think so either, but man, do you hear the stories about some of the shit that Ric Flair does? Ric Flair is fucking incredible. Ric Flair is still putting on good matches and good shows. All right, let's move on though. Ric Flair's not on here. We're talking AEW. That's a discussion for another time. Colt Cabana. I feel like Colt Cabana is better than a contender. Do you get the feeling that he's better than a contender, though? I know contender's easy, but isn't he better? He's not a jobber. No. He seems like a... I know where you would get the feeling that Colt Cabana was a jobber. But he's good. He's deceptively better. He's better. And you know, I think he's going to stay in contender, and it's not his fault. He's going to stay in contender, but it's not his fault. He could be pushed higher. We all know that he's better. But he's really good. I can tell he's really good, but they're not really pushing him, especially in 2020. Okay, we got a fun one now. I love Darby Allin. Darby Allin 2020. He goes right to worker. Darby Allin goes right to worker for sure. And Darby Allin's good. We're thinking he goes to best bout machine. I think he goes to best bout machine in 2020. I think he goes to best bout machine in 2020, and I wouldn't be surprised if I put him into fucking legend by 2021. He's fucking incredible, especially for being a younger guy. It's insane. It's insane how quickly he has, and a lot of that is on the strength of AEW and their booking and what they've done to him and the way they've treated him. There's a lot to be said about that. They've done a very good job cultivating him as one of the 4 pillars of AEW. Darby Allin definitely stands out. A lot of respect for the company, for him, the booking, the way he's treated. Amazing. It's one of the reasons why I love AEW is to watch them cultivate a talent like that. Very cool. All right, Dustin Rhodes in 2020. Keep in mind his match with Cody was in 2019, which was his best thing that he did. I got to give him worker. I think we're going to give Dustin Rhodes worker. He didn't do much more than do solid. I mean, he did solid work, but I wouldn't watch everything that was going on. And if we were including 2019, he might be a fucking legend. I will 1,000% put this on YouTube. Thanks for reminding me. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell. Share this video around. if you think that this is cool and you'd like to see more wrestling content from this crazy man dressed up like Spider-Man tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's a nice tie, right? Let me know down in the comments that you like the tie. Yeah, I'm gonna say worker for Dustin Rhodes. If we were counting shit that he did outside of AEW, we would put him in legend for sure, but we're not. We're focused on just what happened in AEW in 2020. And his work, he was mostly just working in 2020, putting in solid work, good matches. Okay. Oh, God. Emmy Sakura. Yo, man, I know she's a legend. I know she's a legend in Japan, but she's a fucking jobber in AEW. Her matches fucking stink. I'm sorry, it's an old style of wrestling and it doesn't play in AEW. At least not for me. I don't go for it. I can't get into it. Jobber, straight up jobber. You know, the women's division was hurting anyways in 2020 and she wasn't helping. All right, Uno. We got to put Uno in contender, but I don't think until 2021. I hate her Freddie Mercury gimmick. I hate that they had two wrestlers with Freddie Mercury gimmicks. You had Christopher Daniels rocking a Freddie Mercury, and you had Emmy rocking a Freddie Mercury, like back-to-back some nights. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Neither of them are done well, and it's very confusing. Okay, Evil Uno. I feel that he really, in 2021, Uno blew the fucking roof off sometimes, which is crazy. But in 2020, I think maybe just contender. But I think in 2021, we're moving him up to worker for sure. Yeah, 2020 Uno is contender. But respect for the shit that I've seen him do in 2021. It has been incredible. Frankie Kazarian is tough. Frankie Kazarian is tough, and they've given him a terrible, terrible gimmick. I don't think the terrible gimmick hits until 2021, where they make him the Elite Hunter, which is like the dumbest shit. Like, this Elite Hunter shit is so fucking stupid. Because, if you're an Elite Hunter, you need to be feuding with Kenny Omega. Because he's the fucking champ, and they're calling him fucking Elite Hunter, and it's like, I don't know what's going on. And he, like, keeps on picking on, like, the weakest of the Elite. Like, he'll just hang around the outside of the ring and just, like, sneak up behind somebody with a trash can who's, like one of the Good Brothers or something. And yet they're calling him the Elite Hunter. I'm like, who the fuck are you hunting, motherfucker? And why are you just picking off, like, the worst? Like, you're just picking on Brandon Cutler. Like, this, you are a small game hunter if you are the Elite Hunter. SCU, dude, the breakout star from the breakout star from SCU is Scorpio Sky all the fucking way. It was not Frankie Kazarian. I got to put him at contender. I didn't see it. Sheeta. She was the champ. Can Sheeta go to worker, or does she have to stay contender? I'm not going to give her jobber. I felt that her matches were more interesting than jobber status. I don't think people love Sheeta as champion. But I feel like she earned contender. I don't know if she quite earned worker in her time. Who was the match with? We have AEW going on. I got to catch up so I can start watching AEW on stream. All right, that's a good point. With Sheeta. There were no crowds when she was champion. That's going to hurt you. She had to wrestle outdoors. I mean, we could make excuses for everybody, though, all fucking night. I mean, we have people who are doing great work in 2020. 2020 was rough, though, straight up. I will say 2020 was rough. It was a rough year. I don't know. Oh, nice. Recent Kenny Omega match. That sounds good. Yeah, that's a good point. If you're making excuses for them, they don't really deserve this task. I'm gonna say contender. I gotta say contender. I want to give her more. I really do. Okay, the other guy from we're gonna put him over here. Can I move him with his friend? There we go. All right, those two guys, they go together. Jack Evans. I like their promos. I really like these guys. I really like these guys' promos. These guys do great promos. They were crazy in 2020. They had some good ones. Yo, straight up, that is true. Okay. Oh, we got Private Party. I think Private Party goes in jobber. I'm sorry, Isaiah Cassidy. You got to go in jobber, especially in 2020. It wasn't happening. Just wasn't happening. I think they raised up to contender. I think they're doing better now. But they're jobber right now. Jake Hager in 2020. We got to give him worker. I didn't start off with a lot of respect. I didn't know who Jake Hager was. I found out later. And then I got more and more respect the more I saw him work. Which is like the opposite of what happened with Wardlow. Both those guys are playing the same character. Jake Hager and Wardlow are like doing the same thing. And Jake Hager won my respect and Wardlow did not. I got to give him worker. Let's give Jake Hager worker. Jimmy Havoc. I like Jimmy Havoc. Is he more than a jobber? Is Jimmy Havoc more than a jobber? I like him. I want him to be better. I want him to be a contender. But I think he's a jobber. It's really Jimmy Havoc is a sad story to me because he debuted with Darby Allin, like side by side with Darby Allin, and Darby Allin went to the fucking moon, and Jimmy Havoc kind of just stayed down in jobber status, sadly. And I feel like they had like the same gimmick kind of going on, the same kind of vibe, but Darby Allin was just had it. And Jimmy just don't have it. Very talented. Thank you. Respect. Very talented. Does what he does very well. And on that topic, we got Joey Janella. Some people, I tried to watch the Planet Productions 2020 wrestler ranking, and he was being such a fucking little asshole that I couldn't stand it. It wouldn't have even been a good react. I would have just sat here for an hour and just said awful things about Planet Productions and what a fucking shitty YouTuber they are. But I didn't do that. I decided to make my own tier list instead. And one of the reasons for that was Joey Janella. Joey Janella is a fucking legend. Is not been elevated to that status in AEW. Has not got to do anything fucking legendary inside of AEW. So if I was counting shit outside of AEW, Joey Janela would be a fucking legend. Because I have actually followed his work outside since I've seen him inside AEW. I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Who the fuck is this guy? I don't care. But then I did like a little bit, just a tiny little bit of research, looked into it just a little fucking bit. And I found out that Joey Janela is actually a fucking legend. Absolutely, 100% hardcore fucking legend. So, in AEW, God, I know he's like, is he jobber status or is he contender status? I want to put him up to fucking legend just because. Fuck you. Just like fuck you, Planet Productions, Joey Janela is a legend, eat shit. That's kind of my impulse. Yeah, but they do crazy shit in AEW. We've seen crazy shit in AEW. Yeah, we all watched the documentary Please Don't Die, Joey. It was fantastic. It was really fantastic. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'll link it down below. If you don't believe me that Joey Janela is a fucking legend, watch this documentary. We watched it on stream a while ago. I didn't really get the highlights up because it was so good. I was just like, this is good. A little bit of my reaction went into another wrestling video. Legend. God damn it. I think in AEW, though, he's a jobber. Sadly, it's fucking sad. I don't want it to be the case. I want him, but in AEW, he's a jobber. He shouldn't be. It's not right. John Silver is a fucking worker. John Silver's a fucking worker, and that's just how it is. John Silver is a goddamn worker. There it is. In 2020, he broke out in 2020. I think he would have broke out more if he hadn't hurt his shoulder, because he went away for a while in 20. I think that was more in 2021 where he actually hurt his shoulder and went away. In 2020, he was just putting on great matches. And the worker match is like, I'm into it. I'm watching. Maybe I'm turning away. Maybe I'm not quite paying full attention, but I'm recognizing what's happening in the ring is solid, and what's happening in the ring with John Silver is solid. Very good. Jon Moxley, easily going up to Best Bout Machine. Easily Best Bout Machine. Is he a fucking legend in AEW? Yeah, I'm definitely watching every Jon Moxley match. Thinking about what happened with Jon Moxley in 2020. Full Gear 2019 was fucking legendary. I think 2020 was the Exploding Death Match 2021 or 2020. Either way, it was a good match, but it was a botch. What's going to hold back Jon Moxley from being a fucking legend? Because I don't, just from watching him in AEW, I don't necessarily want to follow him around. I know he's worthy of it. He does good work elsewhere. But he only kind of does one kind of match. He is limited in his scope. Whereas guys like Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho are really wrestling everything. They'll wrestle you technically. They will wrestle deathmatch. They will wrestle tag team. You fucking name it. Omega and Jericho are the best at it. And Brodie Lee is up there too, although he didn't get to show it. It was, you know why Brodie Lee's up there. We explained that. I don't have to fucking defend Brodie Lee to you. Person in the comments. Stop arguing that Brodie Lee doesn't belong up there. He's up there. All right. Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, however, like I was saying, elevated past Jon Moxley, in my opinion. Best Bout Machine. Jungle Boy in 2020. Holy shit. Worker for sure. And I almost want to take him up to Best Bout Machine. I almost want to go to Best. His match with Darby Allin was fucking sick. I think that was 2020. I can't be sure if that was 2020 or 2021, but goddamn, it was really fucking good. Worker going up. Yeah, he's got a lot of skills and a lot of charisma. He's not good. I'm going to say he doesn't have mic skills. If he had better mic skills, I would put him up to Best Bout Machine. When Jungle Boy gets on the mic, I get disappointed. I want it to be better. He's getting a good push. He's getting a real good push. Let's see what he can do with it. Kip Sabian. Is Kip Sabian just jobber status, or does he get contender? I don't know. I haven't seen it from him. I skipped those matches. I don't know. I'm just not into it. I'm not into Kip Sabian. He's a jobber? Yeah, I feel it. He's a jobber. I'm sorry. Nothing against him. His whatever they're trying to do with him, they did this wedding angle. It was weird. It was awkward. I didn't like it. Nobody liked it. Nobody liked that shit. Nah, it's not good. Jobber. Chris Statlander in 2020. I don't know. Contender or worker? I want to give her worker. I really, but I don't know. Contender? Man, I feel like she's right on the line. And I don't know. Contender, and it's a damn shame. I feel that. I would say it with that. Injury held her back for sure. Teaming her up with the best friends is chef's kiss. Holy shit, that really helps. That so helps. Oh my God, I love that introduction. I don't know if that was 2020 or 21, but fucking A, that was golden. All right, we got to keep her in contender. Lance Archer. Oh, man. Lance Archer. Oh, God, man. Dude, if Lance Archer's watching this video, I'm about to get fucked up because I'm going to put him in Jobber. I'm going to put Lance Archer in Jobber, and he's going to fuck me up, man. He's going to meet me. I don't really think he's mean, though. I think he would apologize to me and buy me a cronut. I actually think that. I think Lance Archer is a very sweet man, and I don't buy his badass gimmick at all. I'm starting to buy it more in 2021, but as of 2020, I just feel that his gimmick does not fit him. I feel like hanging out with Jake the Snake makes him seem like a fucking sweetheart. And I think like behind the scenes, him and Jake the Snake are just like, it's like a father-son relationship. And he probably like takes care of Jake and like makes sure that Jake has had enough to eat and like is hydrated and shit. Like, I just don't buy that Lance is a badass. I think Lance is a very sweet man. And I don't think that he's having a real hard time shaking that. And I don't think he's not overcoming it on the mic. They're trying to make him sound like some kind of like fucking murderer. And whenever I look into his eyes, I just see a very gentle individual who is probably in the backstage just taking advice from everybody and just being really awesome. So I'm saying nice things about him, but I know that's not how he wants to come off. And that's what's probably holding him down and making him kind of job out. And the booking is bad. I mean, they have him just, I mean, I've made fun of it. You know, he's just wrestling children. What he had to do was hit Jake the Snake. I'm sorry, Lance, you got to hit Jake. I don't know if it happens yet in 2021. Every heel that has gotten over so far in my watching over almost 2 years of AEW content, every single heel has hit an old man to get heat. Every one of them. You're not a heel until you hit an old man. Seriously, think about it. Every one of the wrestlers that's a heel up here, maybe short of Kenny Omega, has hit an old man to get their heat. Every one of them. Power bombs an old man through a table, beats up a Young Buck's dad. I mean, it goes on and on. The Rockers got beat up, right? Or the Rock and Roll Express got beat up. What's his name? Tully got beat up. All the old dudes get beat up. Malenko got hit. Like all the old guys that they bring in to get a heel over, they just hit the old guy, and then the fucking crowd turns on him, and that's the end of it. Hit Arn Anderson, sure, yeah. All the old guys get hit by the young guys. That's where Lance went wrong. If Lance wants to be seen as a badass, he has to hit Jake the Snake. And it didn't happen. They fucked it up. They strayed from the formula and they paid the price, and Lance Archer stayed a fucking jobber all year. And it sucked. Okay? Just Jake can take a hit. I think other people hit Jake. I don't understand it. Okay. Lucha Soros. Lucha Soros is kind of a tragic character. We all know he could be a fucking legend. I don't know what's holding Lucha Soros back. Lucha Soros, we want worker status? I don't know. He really hasn't done much. He doesn't get to do too much. He's big. He's great on the mic. He barely touches it. He does like one promo in 2020, maybe. He really doesn't touch the mic much. And he's got like two moves. He kicks and he grabs throats and then doesn't do anything. That's his move, right? He kicks somebody, he grabs their throat, the hold gets broken, maybe he does another kick, he gets thrown out of the ring. Seriously, that's like every Luchasaurus match that I've ever watched. The crowd loves him. He's over like crazy. He's a huge guy. He's agile. He can also do a backflip, standing backflip and land on somebody. That's awesome too. He's got like, 3 fucking moves that are fucking incredible and pop the crowd. But not much else. I'm afraid he's got to be contender. I want to give him more. He's amazing. He's amazing. He's an amazing physical specimen. He's amazing. Yeah, he's jobber, except I think he goes up to contender because he has potential. I watch, but sometimes I fast forward a little bit because I'm like, I know nothing's going to happen here. I know nothing's going to happen. I don't know enough about Luther to shit talk him. I did not see enough of his matches. I'm not going to put him up here. Not going to put him up here. Number one, I'm running out of fucking space. Number 2, I'm just not going to put him up here. We're going to put Marco up here next to his tag team buddy in Private Party just because they're jobbers, and we'll just get that out of the way. Marco Stunt is interesting. I'm tempted just to leave him off. I'm tempted just to not put Marco Stunt on here. Is Marco Stunt a wrestler? Is Marco Stunt actually a wrestler? Sidebar him? Just sidebar him. Not a wrestler. He's like a manager almost, right? Not a wrestler. Okay. Matt Hardy in 2020. Matt Hardy. And this changes in 2021 from his work. But in 2020, Matt Hardy is a fucking legend. Oh my fucking God. Some of the most incredible shit that happens in 2020 is because of Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy coming into AEW in 2020 is fucking incredible. Entirely watchable. Classic. It turns a corner though. Towards the end of 2020, he takes a spill. You might know the one. He hits his fucking head on the concrete. He takes like a 1-story dive and hits his head on the exposed concrete backstage. Total botch. Gives himself a fucking concussion. Nothing's the same after that. He's not the same after that. He tones it all down. It's a damn shame. It's a damn fucking shame. And I feel it was that hit. And smart too. Smart too. After that, he toned it. No more hardcore shit. They changed his gimmick. He stopped doing the broken Matt Hardy. I think things got real. Things got very real for him after that botch. And that was a nasty fucking botch. Like he could have fucking died. It was bad. Bad. Really bad. And then he came back out and kept wrestling. His wife almost fucking killed him. Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. They got very mad at AEW for letting him come back out too. That was nasty. Nasty. Real bad. But fucking legendary until that point. And that botch was sad because I think he was going to keep going. I mean, he was going to die. He was going to fucking die. If he didn't live through that botch, the next thing that he would have done would have probably killed him. He would have straight up killed himself. So it's almost good that he just fucking botched and did not fucking die, because I think he was on a path where he had something to prove, and it was going to end in some serious injury or death. Yeah, I was totally shocked watching that too. I was like, oh shit, that was bad. I'm like, oh no. Well, that was the first time I've seen the X sign go up. When the ref puts up the X sign, that's when you know a wrestler's actually fucked up. And yeah, the ref threw that up, and I was like, oh, I don't think this is a work. I think that's an actual X sign. Because smart wrestling fans know it, so sometimes they might throw up a fake one just to kind of fuck with you. But I was like, oh no, his head hit the concrete. That was a real one. Okay. Matt Jackson in 2020. I'm having a hard time. I think Young Bucks are best bout machine. I think they're best bout machine for sure. They come out, they're always putting on a good show here. I got them both right here. I don't think one's better than the other. They're fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Young Bucks, best bout machine. Yeah. I'm not going to put them up to fucking legend, although in 2021 they might be getting close. Porno Stash Young Bucks are the best Young Bucks, in my opinion. Holy shit, man. Porno Stash Young Bucks are OP. But, and I don't think that happens until 2021. That might make them fucking legends. The secret cocaine angle that they're working in 2021 is also amazing. Did any of you catch that? That the Young Bucks are on cocaine in 2021? When they do their heel turn, I swear to God, it's because of cocaine. The announcer keeps putting it over. I forget which announcer it is. I think it's Shivanti. Keeps saying like, Matt Jackson is bleeding from his nose. He keeps throwing that out there. Matt Jackson's bleeding from his nose. Secret cocaine angle. It's brilliant. If you look at those guys as if they're on cocaine in 2021, it's like it's beautiful. What would turn the Young Bucks heel? Cocaine, son. It's hell of a drug. Secret cocaine angle's the best. Michael Nakazawa. I don't feel I'm not going to put Michael Nakazawa on here. I'm not going to put him on the list. I don't feel he wrestles enough with the main roster. And that's what we're really talking about here. We're not talking about people who work on Dark. This chart isn't big enough to put all the wrestlers who work on Dark on here. So Michael Nakazawa, I would put Michael Nakazawa up into worker status, quite honestly. I put Nakazawa up into worker when he wrestles. I wouldn't put him in jobber. I think he does great I think he's incredibly entertaining. I think he's great. I think he's been working for a long time. I think he's really good at what he does, but he doesn't really wrestle a lot of matches. When he's doing matches, he's doing like comedy matches, which are phenomenal. I think they're fucking great. I don't hate on Michael Nakazawa. I can't do it. I won't do it. MJF in 2020. MJF in 2020. I don't think it's fair to put MJF anywhere else than fucking legend. Yes, the chat's right. Chat has it dead to rights. MJF legend. Which is incredible. It's fucking incredible that he attained legendary status so quickly. It's nuts, actually. He came out of almost nowhere. No, MJF is not a knockoff Miz. I do not feel that way. You got to watch the document. I'll put the documentary for MJF down here too. Yeah, MJF, fucking legend. If you don't know, that guy's playing 4D chess, 5D chess, 6D chess. It's crazy. I would legitimately follow MJF anywhere. In 2020, if MJF left AEW and went anywhere else, I'd be like, well, I got to go watch that. I got to go see what happens. I'd watch WWE. I'd watch the fucking Dateline, wherever the fuck he goes. I'd watch, anything. I'd watch a Marvel Strike Force content creator. I'd go anywhere the fuck anywhere MJF went, I would go to watch that content. And no, it's not because of that promo. No, oh no, I know the promo. Okay, that's why we're saying he's a knockoff Miz. Yeah. Legend in 2020 before he's like in a different fucking class now. I know he's getting better. I don't know how he gets better. How the fuck is he getting better? He's already a fucking legend. Stop it, MJF. You're too good. You're better than all of us and you know it, and it's pissing us all off. God damn it, stop it. You're making other wrestlers look bad. Nyla Rose. I've already said she's great. I've already I made a whole video about Nyla Rose. I don't know, man. I had a comment on my video and it pissed me off. They said that Nyla Rose was hurting people. That's not Nyla Rose. That's not Nyla Rose. Thank you. That's Nia Jax. Nia Jax is hurting people, hitting people with stiff punches and shit. It's not Nyla Rose. I think Nyla Rose is a worker. Nyla Rose is physically larger than her opponents. Yeah, Nia Jax. Thank you. Nia Jax is the dangerous one, not Nyla. Thank you. Let's clear this up right fucking now. Nyla Rose is a worker, does not hurt people. She is consistently wrestling women who are smaller than her, and she is not injuring them. How is that not a worker? She has held the title. She is always watchable. When female wrestling in AEW was not watchable, she was watchable. I would watch that. It's like the only matches I would watch were Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose and Shida was a good match in 2020, and I think that was Nyla Rose. It wasn't Shida. Nia should be done with wrestling if she can't stop hurting people. Nyla Rose is great. I'm going to say worker. Orange Cassidy. Oh my God. Oh my God. God damn it. God damn it. Orange Cassidy. Oh fuck. He's a fucking legend. He's a fucking legend. We all know it. It's insane. It's crazy how amazing Orange Cassidy is. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to hate on him. Yeah, fucking legend. It's amazing that no one else has been able to put over the gimmick that he's putting over until now. It seems like a simple thing. Like anyone could do it, but then he does shit that no one else can do. So not only did he come up with a gimmick that's so fucking easy, it makes everyone else feel stupid they didn't try it, he then has the in-ring skills to let you know that even if you did do it, you wouldn't do it as well as he does. I'll give you one fucking reason why Orange Cassidy is a total legend in 2020. It is Double or Nothing, the ladder match that opens the show. The best match of the fucking night. The best part of that match is when Orange Cassidy comes out, he goes to the announcement desk and he goes, "Can you tell me what the rules of the match are again?" Fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. And then he goes in the ring and proceeds to fuck around with the ladders for a full 3 minutes. Just does a fucking comedy routine by himself in the middle of the ring. That's the best thing I've ever fucking seen. So fucking good. Total fucking legend. Oh my God. Amazing. Amazing. You're not going to get any arguments from the Mr. Hartgrave crowd that Orange Cassidy is a legend. If you don't think Orange Cassidy is a legend, make sure you let us know down in the comments so we can fuck you up in the comments. You'll have many other people to argue with about Orange Cassidy. You can argue all fucking day. You're going to be wrong. Be absolutely wrong. I got to follow that. Yeah, that's why it's a fucking legend. I would go anywhere and watch an Orange Cassidy match. Now I got to see this. I got to see Orange Cassidy versus Chris Statlander. I got to see that now. That sounds fucking incredible. Okay, Santana. And Ortiz, really, I think they're in the same quality. Their offense is so fucking innovative. They are so nuts. Where's Santana at? There he is. Holy shit. These guys, Santana and Ortiz, their fucking offense is insane. The shit they do, I've never seen. So they go into Best Bout Machine because I turn other shit off and I pay attention when they're in the ring. They're above Worker. When I first saw them, I thought, these guys, they're contenders. They went up so fucking fast. I might have even thought they were jobbers. When I first saw them, I thought, these guys are going to be jobbers. These guys ain't got shit. What a stupid gimmick. We've seen this gimmick before. What, Street Badasses? Who fucking cares? Then I keep watching and they almost went from jobber to Best Bout Machine like the first match I watched them in. It was so fucking good. Oh, they were from Impact? Cool. They're fucking amazing. I didn't know. I mean, when they first showed up in AEW, I had never seen them before. It looked dumb. But then I think I watched, it was one match and maybe they raised their opinion. I was like, that was a pretty good match actually. And then the next match I saw, I was like, holy shit, these guys are fucking incredible. I will watch every match very closely because of what they're doing in ring, the chemistry between them, the moves they pull off, just so innovative, so cool. Great tag team. Okay, let's get Pac. Instant worker status. Pac's tough. He got sidelined in 2020 hard. Pac's best work was definitely in 2019. I'd say in 2019, Pac was doing Best Bout Machine shit. Pac versus Orange Cassidy is one of the greatest things in the world. But I think that was 2019, if I'm fair. Yeah, I think for 2020, we got to say worker. And yeah, we're going to have to blame COVID on that. I can't give him Best Bout Machine. Honestly, I haven't seen him elevate someone else. Until I see him elevate someone else, I'm hesitant to give them Best Bout status. I've seen Santana and Ortiz get a good match out of Private Party. That's why they're in Best Bout Machine. If you're getting a fucking good match out of Private Party, you're fucking incredible. In 2020. Okay. Pentagon. Zeramero. Fucking awesome. God damn. I want to say Lucha Brothers are fucking legends. Are Lucha Brothers legends? I don't quite follow them outside of AEW, but I feel like I could and I wouldn't be sad. I mean, they're bout machines for sure. These guys are fucking amazing. I mean, they can make anybody look good. Lucha Brothers. Best bout machine? I'd say getting, all right, I'm gonna say 2020 with their best bout machine. I think like December of 2020 best bout machine, and then January of 2021 they were fucking legends. Like it was really that fucking close. Like it's that they're that. Every time I see Pentagon in the fucking ring, he gets better. I don't know how it's done. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't get that much better every time you get in the ring. He changes his gimmick. He changes his move set. Every time he gets in the ring, it's different moves. He retires shit and does new shit just as iconic as the old shit. I don't get it. Wrestlers don't operate this way. There is no way that they are that innovative. It's crazy. They are constantly learning new shit and evolving and changing and bringing things back and reinventing. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. They're too fucking good. They're too fucking good. But I don't think you really see that until 2021. In 2020, it's still happening, but it hasn't gotten to the point of absurdity where it's like, oh my God, like, is this just going to be every match? It's going to be more nuts? I can't believe it. It's crazy. Okay, who do we got down here? A lot of these people, we're just going to have to... Yo, QT Marshall, we just got to give a special fuck you to QT Marshall. He's a jobber. Stop it. Stop it with the QT Marshall push, please. God damn it. Get him off our TV. It was the one part of Planet Productions video where I was like, yeah, that's probably an appropriate statement. I really don't like the QT Marshall push. They want to push him up to worker, but yo, it's just not even there. The push they're giving him is totally contender, but yo, I don't see it. I don't see it. Scorpio Sky. I got to give Scorpio Sky worker. I almost want to put him up into best bout machine. He's doing really. He's a great worker though. He's a great worker. Phoenix is not a second coming of Mysterio. He is the original. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they date. I don't know who was first, if Phoenix was first or Ray was first, but Phoenix is better. Hands down. In every single fucking way, Phoenix is better. Phoenix is bigger, can do more shit. And I mean, it sounds like a slight, but I mean, just like Mysterio, it's like Marco Stunt almost. You're never really going to believe some of the shit that he's doing. It's just kind of hard. Ray Phoenix is incredible. He does more shit. He does more shit. Did he come after Ray in Lineage? Well, fuck, man. He's upped it. Mysterio? Also, solid match. But Phoenix is next level shit. All right, we stopped talking about Scorpio Sky. We got to give Scorpio Sky some credit. That's a worker. I think he did better in 2019. I think Scorpio Sky was doing better work in 2019. In 2020, we didn't see him enough. We're going to say he's a worker. But I'm lots of credit to him. Oh, Rio. We all know Rio's a jobber. I don't know. I don't want to even hate on. Rio wasn't even around in 2020. It's not even fair. It's not even fair to talk about Rio in 2020. It didn't even happen. Who I do want to talk about is Sammy Guevara. I definitely want to talk about Sammy Guevara in 2020. I'm going to stick him just in worker at the moment. I know a lot of people want to say best bout machine. Trent, yeah, I think we got to put Trent up there. Good call on Trent. Yeah, here's Trent. He goes next, contender. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, best friends definitely contenders. All right, Sammy Guevara. Let's not get sidetracked. Sammy Guevara in 2020. There was one moment in 2020 where Sammy Guevara really elevated himself. I think at the start of 2020, Sammy Guevara was definitely a contender. Was definitely a contender until he took a one-wing angel off a two fucking story drop. When Sammy Guevara took a one-wing angel from a two-story fucking fall in a goddamn stadium, he went to worker for fucking sure. That's insane. That's insane. It almost instantly elevates him to fucking legend. Some of his promo work was good. The amount that you remember how much you hated Sammy Guevara at the start of 2020? That wasn't an accident. That was very good work on his behalf. There's no reason why I should have hated Sammy Guevara that much in 2020. He was just really good. Oh yes, so good. So good. I almost think he belongs in fucking Legend. Not gonna lie. Worker doesn't even seem right. Doesn't even seem right. I think his in-ring work keeps him. You've seen that. How many flips does he do? Like 720? Does he do a fucking 720? He does like all the flips in the world off the top rope. I mean, it's pretty fucking incredible. Yeah, he just hasn't been pushed. He hasn't been pushed. He's at a real tough spot for me on this list. I don't feel right about putting him in worker. I know he's better. But I think we'll have to keep it in worker. And like, I almost want to rename the fucking category. I almost want another fucking category. I just want to put him in the Sammy category. He's pretty fucking great. I'll say all that. I'll keep him in worker, but I'll say all that. Sean Spears is a jobber. I hate the chairman gimmick. It's dumb. Hitting people with chairs is dumb. Stop it. Stop it. Wardlow. I'm like, oh, good. I can get more rows. I get more rows. I was worried. I didn't know I get more rows. Okay. Wardlow's jobbing out. Wardlow's jobbing out. Abaddon is great. I like the gimmick on Abaddon is so good. I know her in-ring work isn't. You can probably just put her in jobber. There's a lot of jobbers going on down here. Butcher and the Blade. We got to give them jobber status. I think there's just a lot of jobbers going on down here. I don't want to diss on people. We don't have much left to this. Oh, we got a couple down here that we need to talk about, though. Let me just make sure I have everybody accounted for that I know about. There's still some of these that I don't know. Okay, cool. Penelope Ford, I got to give... She's interesting, but I think we're going to be in jobber status. I mean, the Dark Order guy at 5, I think, he jobber status. Rio, we're going to give her a pass entirely because she just wasn't around a lot. Sunny Kiss is a jobber. I was almost interested in Sunny Kiss, though. They almost did interesting things with Sunny Kiss, and it's a shame they didn't. Stu, another Dark Order guy. I want to put Stu into contender. I've seen Stu do some stuff that's been very notable. I gotta give him a little more. Brian Cage. Brian Cage is worth talking about. FTR is worth talking about too. Dark's like a whole nother... I don't watch Dark, so I'd have to do like a whole nother thing for Dark. I know some of these people are probably really good in Dark, but it's like a different scale entirely. Brian Cage... I think we got to give him contender. He just never got to do it. He never got to... Not in 2020. His introduction was awful. Awful to have him win the ladder match. Horrible. Not what should have happened. Not the push that we needed Orange Cassidy to win that ladder match at Double or Nothing, and it didn't happen, and Brian Cage took it, and the crowd was just confused. Like, there wasn't much crowd there to begin with because it was 2020, but that was the start of a really awkward push. Taz did not help Brian Cage at all. I think Brian Cage would have gotten over much better without Taz. I don't feel that helped. Walking around with the FTW belt didn't help. It was like a fake belt. Made him look weak. Which is insane. It's insane to say you make Brian Cage look weak. Like, that's fucking crazy, but it happened. It happened. Brian Cage looked weak and petty, and it was weird. It was very weird. He should have been a worker. He should have been a best bout machine. It might have been just due to the roster. I mean, look at this roster. There's no other guys like that here for him to even work with. Who the fuck is he going to work with? I mean, Brian Cage and Lance Archer probably should have had amazing matches. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who the fuck else could physically handle working with Brian Cage or Lance Archer other than Brian Cage and Lance Archer. That's a missed fucking opportunity that you didn't have those guys work together more. Because they're massive fucking beasts. And these other guys, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do other than like, just push them on Kenny Omega or one of your other, like, yeah, that's all that's left. You're going to give them an instant title run just because they're the same, weight class. Like, I don't know. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Lucha Soros could have got in on that too. Mixing some singles action. Lucha Soros, Lance Archer. Why the fuck wasn't that happening more? Wardlow, I don't know, man. Like I put him down in jobber status. I don't know. I don't know if he has the skills to hold it together like that. I haven't seen enough of Wardlow actually displaying in-ring talent. I believe Lance Archer, Brian Cage, and Luchasaurus have the in-ring skills to have good matches together. And they're all, big guys, so they could handle the shit they would do. Big Hoss matches were not happening in AEW. Did we have any Big Hoss matches? That's not a thing in AEW. Which, some people don't like it, but there's something to be said for it. I mean, I think the closest thing we had to a Big Hoss match was Jake Hager versus Wardlow. And they did like an MMA match. And I think that was in 2021. All right. A good stipulation on this. And we have given reasons for all the jobbers down here. We have given special. It does feel wrong. I agree with you to give this many people jobber status in AEW. But a jobber in AEW is a worker in like WWE. Like all these people are great. None of these people are awful. Other than Emmy. Emmy Sakura is actually pretty stinky. I would not want to watch those matches. Brandon Cutler's also kind of jobby. But yeah, AEW is a stacked roster. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Most of the people down here are dark people. Private Party were some botchy motherfuckers. They're better now. They're better now. All right, we've already talked about these things. You're going to have to go back and you're going to have to check out on YouTube to see the rest of this. I gave reasons I was nice. I was nice. I wasn't mean to anybody down here other than Emmy, who just wrestles like she's from the 80s and I could give a shit. Like, other than that, everybody else down here, solid work. Don't take it personally that we're calling you a jobber. You're a good wrestler. Okay. FTR, right? FTR? Fuck the revolution or whatever? All right. We got to give them worker status. They're clearly good workers. You can't say Dax and Cash aren't good workers. We're going to argue whether they're best bout machines is what we're going to do. We're going to have to argue whether Cash and Dax are workers or best bout machines. My chat's going worker. I'm inclined to agree. I don't like them. But I think that might be, that was intentional. When they came into AEW, I couldn't tell what they wanted me to do. Like them or hate them. Everybody in AEW is like a cocky asshole. Like that's like everybody's gimmick in AEW is a cocky asshole. Even their faces are cocky assholes. So it's very hard to tell when they come in and they're cocky assholes. Like, well, I don't know. What kind of cocky asshole are you? Are you one I'm supposed to like? One I'm not supposed to like? I don't know. I figured it out after a couple of weeks. I'm like, oh, these guys are the assholes I'm not supposed to like. Because at the start, it wasn't clear. At the start, I couldn't tell if they were getting over by pissing all over Hangman and Kenny Omega, who were the champions at the time when they came in, or if I was supposed to root for them over Kenny and Hangman, which wasn't going to fucking happen. Best bout machine for them. You know what? I got to give them respect, though. I got to give them respect. I'm leaning towards making them best bout machine. You want to know why I'm going to put them as best bout machine? I'm going to do it. And we're going to move them up here. Because I feel like if you put them in the ring with any of these jobbers would look fantastic. God damn it. You know that Cash and Dax could make any of these people down at the bottom, even fucking Emmy, look amazing. They could take Private Party. They could give them a good match. They could take fucking Joey and Kip and elevate them up to fucking legends, they can do it. If you need any proof, I think the most amazing thing that I've seen Cash and Dax do is when they join the Pinnacle, and this might be 2021. I can't be sure if it was 2020 or 2021, but look, I'm just got to cite it because it was the best I've seen them and very indicative of the work they can do. Was in the double cage when they did the War Games match. Those guys did a good fucking job. Very watchable. Oh man, yeah. If FTR does a feud with Santana and Ortiz, those matches have got. I haven't seen those yet, so that's got to be 2021. Those have got to be fucking incredible. Yeah, I would watch the shit out of those for sure. All right, FTR. All right, we got one more wrestler on here. Everybody else, I either don't have enough exposure with, or just weren't around enough, or you know, didn't really. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh man, I'm looking forward to Santana and Ortiz versus FTR now. Now I'm excited. Okay, Eddie Kingston in 2020. Eddie Kingston in 2020. From day fucking one. From day fucking one. And I'm going to put it down in the comments. I put this down in the comments before, or down in the description. Fucking legend. Fucking legendary. It's insane how good he is on the mic. It's insane how captivating he is in the ring. Coming up from the independent scene. Amazing. That match with Cody day one is crazy. And the story behind it's even better. And that's in the article that I've linked down below. Read that shit. Eddie Kingston's story is legendary in itself. And then the things he does in AEW from when he comes in all through 2020, right into 2021, fucking legendary. Fucking legendary. Eddie Kingston. There is your tier list. Let me know down in the comments. Did I get it wrong? Did I get it right? I'm Mr. Hartgrave. You can trust me. We'll come back. Let me know if you want to see 2021. We're gonna at the end of the year, we'll come back and we'll rate this all over again. We can compare. Grave diggers. Keep digging.